Skittles. Are they my new superfood? Might wonder what the heck I'm talking about, so I'll explain. I'll give you an update on what's been going on with my cancer the last couple of weeks. I've had a really rough go of it, but I think I'm on the mend. Hence Skittles, which I'll explain. Hi, I'm Denise, and welcome to Travels in My Chair. I'm so glad for you to join me today. I appreciate you guys so much for sticking with me, good and bad, you know. Skittles, are they the new superfood? Well, you might wonder, because they are candy and they don't have any nutritional value. However, kind of saved my bacon in a way. So a couple of weeks ago when I did my last video, I was going on about everything that my oral chemotherapy pill had thrown at me, and probably every single side effect they said it could have, I had them. Everything from the skin on the ends of my fingers peeling off, losing the feeling on the ends of my fingers, dry skin on my face, red marks appearing all over my arms and hands, and of course a sore mouth, which honestly was the worst pain I've ever felt in my life. I mean, I couldn't even drink water. It was horrible, and I was worried because my immune system is not good anyway, right? Because I've got MS and I've got type 2 diabetes and then cancer on top of it, so everything's not working properly. And I was feeling like I was getting weaker, and it was really making me nervous because then there was a danger of me falling, and that was scaring me, and I'll admit that, you know, it was a rough time. However, I was in close contact with the cancer nurses. Every couple of days they'd phone to make sure I was okay. They prescribed another mouthwash. So the first mouthwash had a steroid in it and something like lidocaine or something, and you swallow it because you can get the canker sores in your throat too, which can you imagine? And that helped, but it didn't take the canker sores away, and all inside of my mouth, inside my lower lip, the left side of the tongue, and on top of the tongue, and they're still there a little bit, but they're getting better. And they prescribed another mouthwash to add to it, which was more of an anti-inflammatory and a painkiller, and between the two that helped. And then my oncologist took me off pill, and she said, okay, we need to get a handle on this, because I said to her, I've got a really strong pain threshold, but honest to God, I was at the point a couple of weeks ago where it was, if I can't start living a life and eating even and doing anything but sleep, take me off this pill and just let me just die. And when I told her that, she went, no, you've got way too much to do. You guys are traveling, you're spending time with your kids, you've got stuff going on. No, we just have to make some adjustments, okay? Don't give up. I said, no, I don't want to give up, but I'm pretty low right now, and worried because I'm so weak, and the last thing I need to do is fall and break something. So I'm going to talk to you a little bit about when I finally could eat a little bit, what I actually could eat. And it was surprising to me because after being on Ozempic, there was a lot of food that I couldn't eat after I went off Ozempic. Anything spicy, stuff like that. So here was poor Alan trying to get something that I could actually try to eat. And I have to say, each and every one of these foods hurt. They didn't go down, and I could only eat a tiny bit. The first one was a pudding. So like a chocolate or vanilla pudding. I tried yogurt, but you know that the yogurt hit me wrong. So then we tried applesauce with no sugar or anything, and that was okay in a little bit, you know. We tried mashed up banana. Okay. Then I said to Alan, I need to get some kind of nutrients in me of some sort. This is ridiculous. So we tried chicken noodle soup, and then we tried ramen noodles, and then he'd add vegetables to them, grated carrots and stuff, because I still couldn't chew or anything. And if we let the ramen noodles or the chicken noodle soup go to a kind of lukewarm, then it was okay. I couldn't have it if it was hot. I tried to eat toast, no. The coarseness of the toast rubbed against my tongue, and the sores were so big on the top of the tongue, there was no way. So then I remembered when I was little. I don't know if you guys remember way back when we used to all eat white bread. When we were little, we used to take white bread and peel it away from the crust and roll it into a ball and eat it. And sometimes we'd put jam on it. Sometimes we just ate it raw. And I don't know why we did that. I honestly don't. But it came back to me as I was sitting in the kitchen one day, and I went, you know what, maybe that would work. I could have some soup and make some little balls out of bread. So Alan went out and bought a loaf of white bread that didn't work with our homemade bread. And yeah, it goes kind of doughy in a weird kind of way. And it worked. So then the sores were slowly going away. And one day I was able to eat boiled egg. And I don't really like eggs, so this was, I had to get the protein in me. And we were doing smoothies with spinach and berries. No juice, no orange juice or anything like that with acid. Then it was our granddaughter's birthday, and they were having Thai food. I wasn't sure if I could eat it. So the kids came over and we were going to have Thai food, and I honestly wasn't sure whether I was going to be able to eat any of it. But I'll try maybe pad Thai or something like that, and maybe some of the rice. But Angela had made a confetti cake for Eva's birthday, and she filled it with Skittles. So when Eva cut the cake, all these Skittles started falling out. Oh my God, it's been years since I've had Skittles. Years. I mean, you know, I've told you guys this before, my candy of choice is wine gums, and not with these mouth sores. There's absolutely no way anything with acid like that. No, that would be just death. So my grandson comes over to me, Grandma, you should have one of these Skittles. It's red is your favorite color. And I go, okay, I'll try one. It was good. I went, oh my gosh, it's not hurting my mouth. There's no chocolate in it. Oh, wow. So then another grandkid came and brought me another color, you know, the rainbows. And at the end, I probably ate, I don't know, 6 of them. And it was as if the heavens opened up. It was like, I don't know, like the most major treat that I haven't ever had in my life. It was the most bizarre feeling of happiness. That I could eat them, and that they tasted good, and I didn't need to eat like lots and lots and lots. I just like 6, that was enough. But it was just like a taste of what life could be like when I could eat properly again. Skittles, my new favorite superfood. No, I will not start eating candy, but it got me that day, that night of having Skittles. It made me realize that I could adventure out and try a little bit of food. So chicken thigh or chicken breast, cut up into little pieces, no sauce, just a little bit of salt because the salt irritates the sores. And I was able to finally eat salad. That was last night, so that was good. My appetite still isn't as it should be. I'm not eating very much at all, but then I'm not doing very much. We canceled our trip to Alberta. That was a tough one because I have a friend who's ill and family and my daughter's there, but they have this horrendous wildfire going on in Jasper, and that was exactly where we were going to be going through. And I knew in my heart, regardless, that there was no way I could emotionally handle seeing that kind of devastation. It happened to us in 2021 when there was a wildfire in Lytton, BC, and the whole town burnt to the ground. I can't even tell you, even now, when I think about it, we went back a year later, and you know, it had been fenced off, but nothing had been replaced or repaired. It was as if they were just going to walk away from the town. It was horrible. It was horrible for the people who'd lived there all their life, the indigenous people that lived there. And I thought, emotionally, I can't deal with it. I can't deal with it. I don't want to watch the news. I don't want to know what's going on. And I certainly don't want to go through Jasper and see those beautiful, beautiful old buildings destroyed. So we canceled everything, and I'm glad we did, because they've had a heat wave there still. It would have been a horrible drive. Roxy was probably happy because she hates the heat and she doesn't really like the car.
This is my plate.
Hands out of there.
Oh, watch out.
Oh, that's cute. So this is what's going to happen next week. The doctor wanted me to be off the pills altogether until my mouth healed up. Now my mouth, not quite, but it's getting there. Then we're going to adjust the dosage. She's got me on a medium dose right now, and we're going to adjust it down a little bit, or even if we have to change the medication, we're going to do that. Because I told her, you know, I can handle pain, but no, I'm not going to handle that. And the problem is, the nurse told me that once you've been on the oral chemotherapy and you do get mouth sores, probably you're going to get them again. I go, oh, goody, something else to look forward to in my life. So hopefully the end of the month we're going to be going camping with family and friends over to the Vancouver Island, if I feel okay. I mean, boy, I sure hate to cancel my summer, but I get it, you know, I get it. Better if I'm alive, it's better if I'm healthy, better if I take the meds that they're trying to help me with. And you know, I have a wonderful team of doctors. They really are so there for me, and I can't complain about the care I'm getting, not at all. So when you're thinking about food, if you're having sore mouth, or you have throat cancer or mouth cancer or anything like that, cold or room temperature seems to work the best. Make sure that you stay away from anything acidy, and try to get as much protein and fiber into your body so that it keeps you regular. And if you have to have smoothies, you know, don't add orange juice because that's too acidy for your mouth. And use lots of cream. The cream they recommended is it's like an udder cream that they use on cows. And it has nothing in it that can irritate your skin, because my fingers are peeling, and so want me to use that on the bottom of my feet and my hands and my arms and everything. That works really good, actually. It's nice. It doesn't have a smell. Weather's cooling down a bit. Nice out here today. A little bit overcast. It's probably going to rain, but you know, a lot of it is from the smoke from the fires too. It's sort of putting a blanket over everything. To be honest, I sure don't want to start the pills again, but it is what it is. I have to do it. So I will. And thank you so much, you guys. Your support is so wonderful. There's not many of you, but the ones that are there, I call you my tribe, because you're just very loyal, faithful, very positive thinking people. Even though you've got your own issues, you still are very positive. And that's sort of, we don't want to be Pollyannas, right? But being positive is a really good way to try to deal with life, I think, anyway. And we'll see you in a couple of weeks. Thanks so much for sticking with me. And hopefully I'll be eating steak. Bye for now.